Steve Maxime is a member of the Board of Trustees of the Asa Wright Nature Center. He's an environmental and agricultural consultant. I get it wrong, Steve? I didn't brief you well enough. So I'm just going to hand over to Steve and let him explain it.
That doesn't even sound like me. None of those things. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Steve Maxime. I have two claims to fame. One, I know a lot of really experienced people on a first name basis. Francis, Carol, and I can show off yourself. You hear me saying Carol and Judy and things because it makes me sound as if I know what I'm talking about. And the other thing is that I'm a capitalist.
No, you're not broken.
I know this is right for wrong. I'm a capitalist. I believe in poverty eradication. I don't believe that we were put here to stay poor. But I'm a capitalist with a particular perspective. I do not believe that we should have everything, every cost. I believe in the abundance mentality. That there's enough for everybody's need, but not enough for everybody's greed. So, that's where I'm coming from. So, I've been asked to set the context for our discussions today. I'm a new kid on the block. I'm the latest addition to the board of the Asa Wright, but you'll find out in the next 15 minutes or so. So brace yourself. You're going to be listening to this in the next 15 minutes, which is going to be the longest non-interactive session of today's proceedings. So if you think you're going to come to one of these meetings and sit on the back and figure, this is not going to be one of those meetings, right? I'm here, again, to set the context and to get us working. I love what Francis said about networking, because that is how I earn my daily bread, out of networking, by name dropping, by telling people I know Carol, and I know Julia, and I know Francis. And you'll see a lot of that as we proceed. So ready? I'm going to be talking about something called comprehensive development. Now, why should you listen to me for the next 15 minutes? What am I bringing to the table? What qualifies me to come here and masquerade as the newest member of Asa Wright when you know Dr. James, you know Dr. Grover, you know Peter? What makes me come from wherever I come from to start talking to you? Well, I'm not exactly green. I think green, I operate green, I run a green office, but I'm not exactly green. Over the last, and I have a green shirt. Over the last 30 years or so, I've been involved in development work throughout CARICOM. I manage a small consulting firm that has been lucky enough to do consultancies all over the region. You would see there that I was a member of the board of WINFO. WINFO was the largest, at the time, the largest agricultural grouping in the Caribbean, outside of GAS and what is now known as CAFAN. Those of you familiar with agriculture circles will have heard about the Caribbean Farmers Network. So I'm accustomed to dealing with community development, even when the communities are far-flung. With WINFO, we were supporting farmers groups in Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So to deal with communities that are within the same geographical area should be a lot easier than trying to deal with meetings that require airline tickets, etc., so that you can actually have a board meeting. I'm also a fellow of the Economic Development Institute of the World Bank. And the only reason I'm saying that is because this whole business about comprehensive development and the comprehensive development framework was started at the World Bank. And I was lucky enough to have a hands-on feel for how you implement these development approaches. So I'm telling you all of this and putting up all of this to say that I'm not going to be talking about pie-in-the-sky stuff. This is what actually works in communities. This is how other people have been able to organize themselves And I've had minuscule roles in a lot of it. So that you will see what my involvement in Lupino and in Brasso Seco has been over the years, etc., etc., etc. So that is meant to set the context. So now that you know that I'm green, only in outlook and clothing, we can get on to the real meat of the matter. What does comprehensive development imply or include? A whole range of things.